There's two things that you got to know about me right now. One is it is too damn hot in this garage and I am sweating through my underwear. And two is I don't have a motorcycle anymore. What's going on, everybody? It's Nice Pants Lance. That's right, you heard it correctly. I no longer have a motorcycle. My beloved Speed Twin, my Triumph Speed Twin that I started this channel off with, is no longer in my possession. I love the bike, but it's time to get on something else. So as of right now, I do not have a motorcycle. I am motorcycle-less. I'm bikeless. If you watched one of my last videos, you'll know that. I made a whole video saying goodbye to the Speed Twin, so do yourself a favor and check that out. If you like the Speed Twin, of course. But anyways, it's time for me to get another motorcycle. You know me, I can't stay off of two wheels forever. And I'm sure you're asking yourself, how are you going to say you have no motorcycle when you're sitting on this 1999 Honda Valkyrie 1500? And relax. It's not my motorcycle. It's just in my possession right now. You may recognize this from a few videos that I did about a year or so ago. A friend of mine bought this motorcycle and he let me do a first ride on it. So do yourself another huge favor and go check that Valkyrie first ride video out. So for now, it's in my garage, but it's actually going to another friend of mine who doesn't have a motorcycle and is wanting to ride. So stay tuned for another learning to ride masterclass with Nice Pants Lance. Keep your eye open for that. So we'll be teaching him how to ride this beast. So anyways, I do not have a motorcycle. This is all I got in the garage right now. I've just been busy with getting married and, honeymoon and being in tremendous debt, all the things that come along with marriage. So, so I need your help in deciding what kind of motorcycle I want to ride. And my intentions are to test out a few motorcycles. I don't really know what I want. I know what things I'm looking for in a motorcycle, but I don't really know what motorcycle I really want for my next daily. So I'm going to need your help, and I just want to talk about some of my criteria that I have for what my next bike might be. I know a lot of you guys commented on the Farewell Speed Twin video, and you left me some comments suggesting different motorcycles, and I really appreciate you guys for that. You've definitely been getting the gears turning and getting the ball rolling with a next motorcycle purchase. So a few of you guys suggested maybe stepping up from the Speed Twin and going Scrambler 1200. I even had a few guys suggest maybe going back to a cruiser and getting a Harley Davidson, checking out a lowrider, just kind of all over the place. I don't know if I want to stay with Triumph. You guys know I really love Triumph, but I'm not scared to ride any bike. I love Harleys. I love all manufacturers. Despite how much we like to make fun of some of them, I do really love all motorcycles, and I'll have a blast riding anything. So I just want to talk about my criteria today and what I'm going to be looking for when I test ride a few bikes shortly. There's four main factors affecting my next motorcycle purchase. The first one being comfort. So my Speed Twin was upright naked bike, in ergonomic at least, and it had a flat bench seat. The comfort was left much to be desired. I'm a big guy. I'm 250 pounds. I'm 6 feet tall. I have a 32-inch inseam, and I really want something that is more comfortable than my Speed Twin. I appreciate being able to take long rides on the Speed Twin, but after about 2 or 3 hours, I'm begging to get off of that thing. I live about 35 to 45 minutes away from my job now, so my everyday morning commute is now more painful than it used to be. I want a bike that's much more comfortable than the Speed Twin. I should be able to cruise all day in the saddle without complaining too much. So ergonomic wise, I'd like something that doesn't have my legs or arms tucked. I don't want too much pressure on my wrists. I don't want too much pressure on my back. It should have a comfortable seat. And overall, I shouldn't have to reach too far for accessing features and just control of the bike. So, gotta have something more comfortable, a little something more laid back. Second factor is performance. This one's going to be tough to beat. I really want something that has as much power and grunt as the Speed Twin. I had that bike dynoed and it made like 96 wheel horsepower and 89 pound-feet of torque. That's a ton on a bike that weighs less than 500 pounds. So I really want a bike that makes a decent amount of power. I know that's going to be tough to beat, but I'd almost prefer something a little more torquey. Even if I have to sacrifice some high-end horsepower, I'd really like a motor that's got more grunt, more low-down torque. A good example would be if I could get another bike or another two-cylinder motorcycle, I'd actually prefer a larger displacement V-twin over another smaller displacement, higher revving parallel twin. So I don't want to go down in engine size. I want to go up. I don't want any SV650s or Ninja 650s, Vulcan 650s, no Boulevard 800. I definitely want to go up in displacement, more torque. I want more power on tap. I do more cruising these days, so handling wise, I definitely want something that is nice handling. I don't want to be limited by my lean ankle or my center of gravity or anything like that. I know the more comfortable you go, the less performance you usually have handling wise. You're never going to be able to go up in comfort and also go up in performance as well. I want something that can handle decent, given that it's a bigger motorcycle and I'm never really going to have the handling characteristic of my Speed Twin. It's just not going to happen. I can't expect a larger bike, whether it be an adventure or sport touring or a cruiser. It's never going to handle as well as my Speed Twin, and that's okay. But I want it to be decent. You know, I don't want to low side the bike because I am scraping pegs or floorboards, and I don't want that. So it's got to have decent enough handling. For the brakes, it's definitely got to have good brakes. The Speed Twin had dual disc front Brembos, and those things were phenomenal. You'd stop on a dime, and I really want something that's got enough braking power to get me out of a surprise situation. I really want something that's got dual disc and got some pretty strong brakes. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for performance wise. So next thing I want to talk about is style. Style wise, I want something that's very unique. I like bikes that are really different. A conversation piece, a head turner. I want something that is different. It's off the beaten path. Something that's something that you don't see every day out there. So, I don't really like to ride bikes that everybody rides. Around here, everyone rides Gixxers, Gixxer 1000s, Gixxer 750s. And on the cruiser end of thing, everyone seems to ride freaking Sportsters. So I'll tell you right now, I'm sorry, Sportster lovers and Gixxer lovers, you're probably not going to see me on any of those bikes. I really want a bike that I turn back and look at when I'm walking into the store. After I park my motorcycle, I want a bike that I got to take a look back at. You know what I mean? So style-wise, it's got to be unique, it's got to be special, it's got to be different, it's got to look good. So, and the fourth factor I want to talk about for my next bike is price. This is a big one. This is the largest limiting factor. I was making payments on my Speed Twin. The Speed Twin was a little under 13 grand when it was all said and done. And I was making payments on it, and I'll be honest, with the new house I bought and the wedding and everything, I just can't afford the payments. I was paying like over $200 a month. It was... You know, it was just more of a burden with all the recent expenses. Holy moly, it's so hot in here. I'm dying. I'm suffering for you guys. It's because I love you guys, that's why. But, yeah, so I really need something that is a little easier on my wallet. For that reason, you're probably not going to see me on a CVO Harley of any sorts. You're not going to see me on an Ultra Limited. You're not going to see me on any of these $30,000 motorcycles out there. I can't afford to go up from there. I really don't want to be paying over $250 a month for a motorcycle. And I can't afford anything that's over 20 grand, unfortunately. So that pretty much leaves out a lot of larger, newer, more powerful bikes, unfortunately. So you're not going to see me on Kawasaki H2, or you're not going to see me on a big Harley bagger that's all kitted out. You're not going to see me on a new a new Speed Triple 1200. Probably not going to see me on anything that's brand spanking new. So yeah, if you guys have any more suggestions as to what bikes I should test out, if you have any suggestions for a bike that I should buy and have for my next motorcycle, then please leave that down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what bike I should go for next, or a bike that you want to see me riding. And I'll do my best to get to everyone's comments, and I'll see what I can do about test riding some bikes. So I'm starting to get the itch again. I really want to get out on two wheels, and I want to start making more content for you guys. So thanks for staying tuned and for listening to all this boring lip flapping about criteria and whatnot. So I appreciate you guys for hanging on this long for a video with no action in it. Thank you for that. Yeah, throw this video a like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Peace.